This lecture is about the histology of placenta. Placenta is a feto-maternal organ which regulates the exchange of different substances between the maternal and fetal blood during pregnancy. One side of the placenta is attached to the uterine wall, that is known as the maternal surface. This surface is rough and has 15 to 20 cotyledons which are separated by the septa. The other side of the placenta is attached to the fetus via the umbilical cord, and this surface is known as fetal surface. The placenta is made up of two components, fetal and maternal. Fetal component is formed by the chorionic plate, while the maternal component is formed by the decidua basalis. After the implantation of the blastocyst, the endometrium is known as the decidua. The decidua has three components. First, the decidua basalis. It underlies the blastocyst, and this decidua basalis forms the maternal component of the placenta. The decidua capsularis surrounds the blastocyst, while the decidua parietalis lines the uterine cavity. The chorionic plate, which forms the fetal component of the placenta, is formed by the trophoblast and extraembryonic mesoderm. The chorionic plate is divided into two parts, chorionic frondosome and chorionic leaf. Chorionic frondosome is towards the decidua basalis. So this chorionic frondosome forms the fetal component of the placenta, while the chorionic leaf is facing the decidua capsularis. The chorionic leaf does not form the placenta. The chorionic frondosome gives rise to 40 to 60 truncus cori or stem villi, and these stem villi divide to form ramus cori, and from the ramus cori ramuli cori are formed. Thus numerous chorionic villi are formed, and these chorionic villi are surrounded by the intervillous space. Chorionic villi are of two types, anchoring villi and floating villi. Chorionic villi which attach to the decidua basalis are known as the anchoring villi, while the chorionic villi floating in the intervillous space are known as the floating villi. The chorionic villi are developmentally of three types: primary, secondary and tertiary chorionic villi. Primary villi are the villi which are having trophoblastic layer, which is composed of outer syncytiotrophoblast and inner cytotrophoblast. The secondary villi have central core of extraembryonic mesoderm surrounded by the cytotrophoblast and syncytiotrophoblast. The tertiary villi have developed fetal blood vessels in the core of the villi. So this is the cut section of the placenta. Here in the upper part is seen the fetal component, which is composed of the chorionic plate. The chorionic plate is formed by the extraembryonic mesoderm and the trophoblast. The part of the chorion which forms the placenta is known as the chorionic frondosome. So from the chorionic frondosome numerous villi arise, and the villi which attach to the decidua basalis are known as the anchoring villi, and other villi floating in the intervillous space are the floating villi. The maternal component is formed by the decidua basalis, and this decidua basalis sends incomplete septa toward the chorionic frondosome. The deciduum basalis has decidual cells, the basal urethral glands, the basal uterine glands and spiral arteries. And these spiral arteries open in the intervillous space, thus the maternal blood enters the intervillous space. Here the maternal blood baths the chorionic villi in the intervillous space. This picture shows the structure of chorionic villi during early pregnancy. The chorionic villi has the outer wall of syncytial trophoblast, which is a multinucleate protoplasmic mass without intercellular boundaries, and the syncytial trophoblast is darkly stained. Inside the syncytial trophoblast, lightly stained cytotrophoblast is seen. Here cuboidal cells are seen, and these cells are having intercellular boundaries. The core of the chorionic villus is formed by the extraembryonic mesoderm, and in this core two type of cells are seen. First cell is fusiform mesenchymal cells, and second cell is macrophage, and these are large macrophages, and they are known as the Hofbauer cell. The Hofbauer cells are phagocytic cells of the placenta. In the core of the chorionic villi, fetal capillaries are seen, which are derived from the umbilical vessels, and these fetal capillaries have immature RBCs or erythroblasts, which are nucleated cells. So in the core of the chorionic villus we can see the nucleated erythroblast, fetal nucleated erythroblast. This is the intervillous space in which the maternal blood is filled. The maternal blood has non-nucleated RBCs which have biconcave disc shape. So we can differentiate between the fetal blood and the maternal blood at this stage, because the fetal blood have nucleated erythroblast, while the maternal blood has non-nucleated RBCs. The maternal blood and fetal blood do not mix because of the presence of a barrier that is known as the placental barrier, and it is through this barrier that the diffusion of different substances occurs across this barrier. This is known as the placental barrier. The placental barrier is composed of these following layers in the early pregnancy up to the 20 weeks of pregnancy. The outermost layer is the syncytiotropoblast. Deep to it lies the cytotrophoblast, then the basal lamina of the cytotrophoblast, then the extraembryonic core of the mesoderm of the chorionic villi, then the basement membrane of the fetal capillary, and then the non-fenestrated endothelium of the fetal capillary. So this constitutes the placental barrier in early pregnancy. Now this picture shows the placenta at term pregnancy. Here the placental barrier becomes thin because the cytotrophoblast layer disappears and the syncytiotropoblast layer becomes thin, and also the extra embryonic mesodermal core is becoming thin. The connective tissue core of the chorionic villi is differentiated into fibroblast cells with more fibers, and the Hopper cells become more in number and they are large and round cells. The fetal capillaries have mature blood cells which are non-nucleated cells. At term, the placental barrier is formed by the thin layer of the syncytotrophoblast and basal lamina of the fetal capillaries and the endothelium of the fetal capillaries, because the cytotrophoblast has disappeared and the mesodermal core has become thin. So at term pregnancy, the placental barrier becomes more efficient for the exchange of substances from the fetal to the maternal blood and vice versa. Now to summarize the identifying features of the placenta, the cut section of the placenta shows numerous chorionic villi of different size and shapes, and these chorionic villi have a lining of outer syncytotrophoblast and inner cytotrophoblast. The core of the chorionic villus has the embryonic connective tissue with fetal capillaries, and in the intervillous space maternal blood is seen. The maternal and fetal blood do not mix because of the presence of placental barrier. This is all about the histology of placenta. Thank you.